I think it's time to recognize the Washington Wizards because it seems they are finally on the right path. A winning record in their last 10 games. The veteran leadership of Chris Middleton and Marcus Smart has really helped the young guys. Imagine if they win the lottery and end up with Cooper Flagg. My goodness, that's a scary thought. But let's bring it back to last year. That's where they really got going. The 2024 NBA draft, where they had 3 first-round picks. In my opinion, they hit on every single one of them. Let's start out with 19-year-old Alex Sarr, the second overall pick. He just had a breakout game versus Nikola Jokic, 34 points, 5 assists, 5 3-pointers. The impressive thing about him, at just 19 years old, he's already an effective defender. This play will get you excited for their future on the defensive side of the floor. Keyshawn George stays in front of Scotty Barnes. Raptors fans around the world think it's an easy floater now. Alex Sarr says, not in my house. Offensive rebound, open cutting lane, no problem. Sarr and George will tag team to protect the rim. Another block. Now, look at Coulibaly. Make life difficult on Devin Booker. Fighting around every screen. Sarr in drop helps out, forces a pass. Don't worry, the rotations will be there again. George and Sarr refuse to allow anything at their rim. But it's just not about his rim protection for me, though. It's about the potential he is showing on the perimeter as a defender, as a center. Here against Franz Wagner, he communicates a switch, closes out to take away the 3, stays in front, and stays glued onto him, resulting in a huge block. Now, in transition, he's forced to close out. Many centers in this position are getting blown by. He stays in front and then meets the spinning Hachimura. Now against LeBron, look at where he is accepting that switch. Are you kidding me? LeBron has the speed to get past him, but don't worry, Sarr easily recovers with his size and length. In the last 10 games, the Wizards have a top 15 defense, which is unheard of considering how bad they have been recently over the years. I truly see a lot of potential on that end of the floor with their young core, and it starts with the rim protector, Alex Sarr. Now, offensively, he's super raw, but my favorite thing about him on that end is his passing flashes as a center. And what on earth is this? They have Kispert screening for him like he's a point guard. He's so tall, he can easily locate the cutter, and he delivers it on a rope. Perfect accuracy, easy 2 points. He does a wonderful job hitting cutters on the short roll. Among rookie centers, he leads the class with 119 assists total. Second place is pretty close, Filipowski from Utah. However, both of them are far and away from the others. Third place, sitting at 82, is Missy from New Orleans. Now, their second first-round pick was Bub Carrington with the 14th pick. Another 19-year-old, very raw, very young. Give him some time. He has great size for a combo guard, 6'4". He has defensive potential because of that, in my opinion. It may take time, but one day I think he's going to be a solid two-way player. But don't get it twisted. His value is on the offensive end of the floor, and already he's showing signs of potential. He's struggling to score at the rim this season, as most young rookies do. But one thing is clear. He can score in the mid-range area. He's shooting 48.5% in the mid-range, 82nd percentile. That's insane for his age. On top of that, he's a threat to shoot off the dribble in a variety of ways, off the screen, in the ISO situation, post-trade deadline. He's averaging 12 points per game. Imagine in 5 years what he's going to look like. He's not even grown into his body. He's going to be a great shot maker and scorer on and off the basketball. The Wizards found a gem in him. Just give him some time. Then, of course, the last first-round pick, but certainly not least, Keyshawn George, the 24th pick to be exact. He's the king of the dirty work. He's not afraid of guarding the opposing team's best player. He leads the team with 1.7 blocks per game. He's unbelievable off the ball, just getting in passing lanes, protecting the rim. He's 6'8", but honestly, he operates more like a guard than a forward, in my opinion. He will play defense, rebound, hustle, create turnovers, shoot the three, slash to the basket. He does everything. The last 10 games, he has 17 blocks and 17 steals. Just a perfect complementary piece to put next to your star player. He's also a culture changer in my eyes because he does the dirty work. Others will watch him and understand we got to do the same and want to do the same. Look at him fighting against Kevin Durant as a rookie, refusing to make the entry pass easy. And then he goes to the ground to get the loose ball. He is constantly doing things like that each and every game. And they also got a secret gem in the Kyle Kuzma trade they just made. 20-year-old AJ Johnson, super raw once again, but at 6'5", supremely athletic and has shown a combination of useful skills both offensively and defensively. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned into something special either. Now we go to some other young players they gathered before last year's draft. My favorite is 20-year-old Bilal Coulibaly. He has unreal size, 6'8", along with a 7'2" wingspan, a terrific point of attack defender, him on the ball, then George and Sarr off the ball is a great building block for an elite defense. And moving forward, I think that's what they're going to be, especially if they add a guy like Cooper Flagg. And look at the pressure he's putting on RJ Barrett. He has him in a box. He moves so quickly, you can't just get past him with ease. You're going to need a screen. And then we see the hustle and buy-in from him. That's just beautiful stuff. But what excites me and everyone surrounding him is how smooth and comfy he looks with the rock in his hands and how explosive he is at the rim. I truly believe he has an argument for being the most underrated player under the age of 23. He truly has star potential written all over him because he can be elite on defense. And then offensively, I think you can put the ball in his hands and he will start to produce consistent offense for himself or others in like 3 years or so. Then you have the 25-year-old Jordan Poole just entering his prime. Last 10 games, he's averaging 21.6 points while shooting 49.5% from the field and 45% from three on 8.9 attempts per game. Also, they randomly found an elite role player in 23-year-old Justin Champagnie. Good three-point shooter, competes defensively, can fit in almost any lineup. He's just a great find for them in terms of a role player when they start to win. 26-year-old Corey Kispert is another solid role player off the bench. I'm sure they could also move him for draft picks to a team that is in win now mode if they wanted to, which could help their rebuild. And I think a big thing for me watching the Wizards play lately is like, oh my goodness, this is winning basketball. Like they have the formula. They just don't have all the pieces quite yet, but they're doing the things that winning basketball teams do. Like they got their players buying in, they're sharing the rock, they're hustling, they're playing defense. And I think in years past, at this time in the year, that just did not exist for them. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you agree in the comments section?